Who's your gardener here? Hello, YouTube. Whew, it's a hot, hot day. I've already drank all my coffee. I'm about ready to go in and get me another batch. Out here pulled some carrots up. These were, I don't know, a kaleidoscope type batch of carrots. I planted them for the kids. There's some yellow ones. But what had happened was, I don't know, because of the heat and everything, a lot of them had turned to seed. And the root part that you actually eat at that point in time becomes very woody. So I went ahead and pulled them. So in this bed here, looks ravished. Right down through here you can see where we pulled them up at, and I washed them off. That little bar right there, I set this crate on it, and then I use that right there kind of like as a washing station, and the water goes back in my bed. So everything's doing well. It's hot, like I said. Onions are coming along. You can see the size of that boy right there. He's biggin'. There's several down through here like that. Got some of the watermelon radishes right there. A nice size. They're a little bit bigger than maybe a softball or baseball size. So, but what I brought you out here today to show you, you can see where I pulled my carrot tops. I just put them in the garden. Okay, it's that whole layering concept, brown and green, you know, with manure. Okay, you need to put some sort of a microorganism in there. This fall, that's when I'm going to do that. I planted some rhubarb this year, and they're doing well, so I'm happy about that. But this is what I brought you out here to see. This was my zucchini plant. It does have zucchini on it, little ones, little short ones. It's gone, people. It's dead. Why? The heat? No. Squash beetles or squash bugs. They were loaded with them. And yes, I come out and I sprayed my organic bug killer on them. And I still got to come back and get some of the eggs off of them. You see, those are the eggs, and when those dudes hatch out, a lot of times those will get into your vine and eat them up and all kinds of stuff. So that guy right there didn't fare well. I came out here 2 or 3 times a day and sprayed. See that I've still got some. I'm gonna have to come back and spray. Right, looks like there's still a few of them. So, and over here, if you're going to grow squash, that's one of the drawbacks of growing it. This one here actually had some fruit already on the vine, and now it's dead. So, what can you do? I spray them with organic spray. It does work. It's nothing more than really just soap and water. Just get you some Dawn dishwashing soap. See, there's a dead one right there. I sprayed the other day. But you got to keep after them. They say neem oil helps with the eggs and whatnot. So it's part of gardening. It's something we don't like. I hate it when plants die. I know you do too. But I've still got some of them that's doing pretty good. I vined them up on here on the trellis. That doesn't mean that they're, not susceptible to the squash bug, because I have found them up here on it. So it's one of those things that we hate to deal with, but it happens. The white powdery stuff is not 7. Okay, let's get that straight. I do organic gardening. It is diatomaceous earth. and I just put it in my duster and I dust it. Diatomaceous earth is basically ground up seashells, and when the bugs walk across it, it cuts them up and they die. They bleed to death, basically. To us, it feels like a talcum powder. That's how finely it's ground. But just a short video. Sometimes you have carnage in the garden, and there's not really anything that we can control about it. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I asked the good Lord to bless my yields, and He's never failed me on that. So, you know, that one there, he's down. You know, last year I lost all of my zucchinis. But you know what? I had zucchini. There was a man at church that had planted a tremendous amount, and he didn't have any squash problems. And he brought me a huge amount of zucchini. So the Lord always provides. Tomatoes are doing well. I gotta get out here and route them a little bit. I've got some starting to turn. They're loaded. You can see I'm walking in the tunnel right now. We got some high and we got some low, but they're everywhere. Everywhere. They haven't quite made it to the very tip top yet. This is probably our leader right here. So back here is the very point. I have found out, I tried these clips this year. Just got them off of Amazon. Yeah, they're from China. I found out they're okay to start your plants off with when they're young and tender. And they help to tie the tips down and train them to where you want to go. But I found out that if you leave them down low, because I forgot some, my vine was like really big on one side and then skinny and then big on the other side. So what I've done is I've just taken all of them off except for pretty much up towards the tips of them. It's like this one here. There's another tomato. It looks like it split, but it did not. It's right here is its top. But the one that did split, I just let it go. Where did he go at? Yeah, right here. So you can see right there is the split. There's no dominant. There was no dominant. They were both the same. And as they came up, they just split, and I just left them. So I trained one to go up this way and the other one to come up this way. And they've got blooms on both of them, right there and there. So these are Amish paste tomatoes. These are really good for making salsa. If you watch my video on the 3 tomatoes I grew last year, this was the winner out of all of them that I grew for making salsas. Was my favorite because it was so meaty, and it had a very good flavor to it. But that's what those are. These are the what they call the money makers. You see that big cluster of tomatoes right there? That's all on one seed stem, or one fruit stem, I should say, not seed stem. And each fruit stem that comes out, it will do that. And they get, see, here's one here. Right back here's the main stem hooks on, and it comes all the way out to the very tip. And that's 2, 4, 6, 8 tomatoes on that one stem. That's why they call them money makers, because of the yield on them. If you've ever bought any tomatoes in the grocery store and they're still hooked to the vine, and you know there's 6 of them or 8 of them, that's what they are, is the money makers. The only difference is a lot of times those are grown in the greenhouse, and they pick them way too early. Look at this guy, snuck up on me, trying to make its own plant right there. Big old sucker. Anyways, That's what those are in the grocery store. Like I said, they pick them too early, and I don't think they taste as good as when they vine ripen. I know all you other gardeners would probably agree with that. All right, enough rambling. Like I said, I wanted to bring you out here and show you the Carnage. That guy there, I'm just going to wind up pulling him up, and I guess I'm going to just continue to spray and spray and spray and get the eggs off of these so I can hopefully save at least one or two of them. This one here looks bad, and I thought it was dead yesterday, but this morning when I come out, the leaves had perked back up. I think it's doing this because it is just so hot here in Indiana right now. It's got a couple little zucchinis on it. I could actually pull those and eat them. I don't know about you guys. Some people like them small, and I do like them small, but I also like big ones. I like to get those big ones and slice them up and fry them. Oh, Lord have mercy. Good stuff. Watermelons are hanging in there. I'm going to get some, do some watering tonight. This guy here yesterday, his leaves were all wilted looking and everything, and after the dew this morning, he's perked up. So, all right. Like I said, enough rambling. Just thought I'd bring you out here, let you see what we're up to today. Peppers are coming on. I planted them alternating colors, yellow, red, orange, yellow, red, orange. When they all start to produce all at one time, it's actually kind of neat looking. I'm hoping that I get a good flush of fruit, and I can at least get a quick video of it for you guys. My wife told me today, I just feel like there's not enough peppers. I don't know. I think I've got 16 total. So, I don't know. She said she ran out of peppers last winter when she was cooking. She uses them in meatloaf and chili and everything. So, next year I may have to double my pepper output. I did have one pepper that my sister brought me back from Italy. It's a hot pepper. All of them that she brought back were hot peppers. And I make hot sauces out of them. I'm thinking this one here is going to be those little yellow, kind of like a lemon drop. I think that's what they call them. So we'll see. It's got a few peppers on them, but they haven't turned yet. All right, who's your gardener here? Lord bless. Have a good day.